All right, mga kaibigan, we're back. And nandito po tayo sa ating 1270 AM KNDI Radio. Ito po si Allan Alvarez, ang inyong abang lingkod, sitting in for Ate Edna today at ang kaniyang Completos Recados program. And katulad na sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, mga kaibigan, we have a very special guest today. And he is none other than Mr. RJ Jamlang. And he is the Associate Sales Director for SMDC International Properties in the Philippines. Yan po mga kaibigan ay ang SM Corporation, ang alam natin ng mga SM malls and everything great about SM. So, without further ado, please welcome guys, Mr. RJ Jamlang. Hello sir, kamusta?
Applause! Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat sa mga Hawaii. Aloha and magandang umaga sa lahat ng mga viewers natin dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes, thank you very much, RJ. And alam nyo, just recently, nandito po tayo sa ating real estate show, real estate radio show. And we of course, pinag-usapan natin ang Hawaiian property. Pero there's a lot of great opportunities going on right now para sa ating mga baka interesadong bumili o mag-invest sa Pilipinas. And one of those companies na I think na um, has integrity, that has good reputation, solid, and I think that the top real estate company right now is SMDC in the Philippines. What do you have for us today, RJ?
Well, Alan, first off, I just want to get people up to speed with what's happening around the world, especially Philippine real estate market. You know, times have changed since the pre-pandemic days and during the quarantine, lockdown, what have you. And people want to know what's going on in real estate selling or investment in the Philippines with all the COVID pandemic happening. And I'm happy to say that it's very much alive. The grass is green. Just recently, we got the report for 2020 sales, and SMDC has sold around 48 billion pesos for the entire 2020. That's around 4 billion pesos per month, or 80 million US dollars, if that's more familiar with you. We're talking around 800 condominiums sold in 1 month. And I'm not talking about the entire company yet. This is just one division. And 28 condominiums per day. I mean, ask yourself right now, how many developers in Hawaii selling condominiums can do 28 condominiums per day, or in the US or anywhere around the world at this time of pandemic? So I'm glad to deliver that news to everybody that real estate investing is pretty much alive and kicking.
So, ibig mo sabihin, RJ, kahit na nandito tayo sa pandemya, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating pagbenta ng mga condos dyan sa Maynila?
Yes, surprisingly, nakapag-adapt agad ang SMDC during the pandemic. In fact, a recent report came out from Lichu Properties, an established real estate brokerage firm here in the Philippines. Ang discovery nila, during the lockdown dito sa Pilipinas na nagsimula ng March 2020 onwards, around 50% of the entire sales ng buong industriya ng real estate nanggagaling sa isang malaking kumpanya, SMDC. 50%, Alan, that's huge. Sila yung nakapag-adapt dito sa online selling that allows people to be able to buy condominiums, learn about it, reserve units, do the transaction, all from the confines of their own home. Online na tayo lahat. Digital world na, Alan.
That's fantastic, RJ. And positive yan eh. Positive and hopeful. Kasi nga, as we go through, habang dinaanan natin itong pandemya, it's good to know na hindi naman forever to. Hindi naman forever. So, and that
Walang
there's...
forever, Alan. Sabi nga nila,
yeah, so, um, sa mga tagapakinig natin, pag-uusapan natin itong mga properties sa MOA. Because alam mo, SM Mall of Asia, you can't go to Manila without going to SM Mall of Asia. So, pwedeng ipaalam mo sa mga tagapakinig natin, RJ, what's happening with the properties at MOA?
Well, I'd love to get everybody up to speed. I don't know sa mga Pilipino nating mga viewers dyan sa Hawaii. When was the last time you were in Mall of Asia area? right? If you can recall that time looking out into the ocean, nagmumoling kayo ng mga tao, well, if matagal na, let me put you up to speed with what's happening. Actually, Alan, I don't know if this is better to be discussed if I had a visual, like a map that I could show. We have viewers online, di ba? Tama
Oh
ba?
yeah, by the way, sa mga tagapakinig, if you want to follow on Facebook Live, punta lang po kayo sa Facebook, hanapin niyo si Allan Alvarez, yung may logo ng KNDI, click on that, and we'll be live na live with RJ here and the presentation on MOA.
Okay, so if you guys are tuned in visually in our social media platforms, you can see in our screen right now that I'm flashing the map of Mall of Asia. But for those who don't have the visual, don't worry, I'm going to try to make it easy for you to catch up with us. So I just wanted to say that Mall of Asia is a huge flagship mall of SM. And nasa dulo siya mismo ng EDSA. If you look at my screen here, this is the EDSA, the main road, and Mall of Asia yung nasa dulo. But it's not just a mall, see? It's been accompanied by a lot more than that. There's the famous arena where all the major sporting events happen. And, you know, Miss Universe, dyan din siya ginanap. And it's right beside Mall of Asia. What else is here? Let me just show you here. All in the red, we got the longest restaurant strip in the entire country. That's for buffet food. If you love gusto nyo kumain ng mga buffet, iba-ibang theme yan. Japanese, Filipino, international cuisine. The longest restaurant chain is right there, right at the back of Mall of Asia. And a lot of expansion is happening. Museums are going to be happening. A football field right on top of the entire mall. We got the SMX convention that holds a lot of events. Katabi lang mismo ng Mall of Asia yan. If you guys heard of the famous Pyro Olympics, this famous around the world international caliber, brought around 1 million people in Mall of Asia alone. That's done in this area. But that's not all that's happening in this area. You see, SM came out with these condominiums, and it's literally like walking distance to the mall. So they started off with 1C residences, and they now have like more than 5 condominiums that are walking distance there. What else is in the area? You have offices. Yung office ng SM nandun na rin, walking distance right beside. We got the ecom buildings, 1 ecom, 2 ecom. You know, a lot of the call centers, Allan, are here, and they service a lot of their office needs, as well as the pogo industry. If you guys don't know, that's not the pogo stick, okay? It stands for